a man that keeps you going. But first, I introduce you to Anthony Spade. It's a new day, men gotta wake up. Can't stay stuck when you're down on your luck. The game fucked up, but the world don't care. In the lockdown.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before I get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, press the like button at the end, press the subscribe button at the end, and the notifications button at the end of the video. But first, watch the video. All right, today we're going to be talking about why falling in love turns you into a person that you don't like. All right, in a lot of cases, when a person is falling in love, they don't realize that the person that they're becoming, they're going to learn to regret that person down the future. It's a lot of people that are coming out of relationships, that are coming out of divorces, that once they get past the divorce and you get past the relationship, you get past the heartbreak, you get past the breakups, now you stop and you reflect and you look at yourself and you say, how did I turn into that guy? We're going to talk about the person that you turn into whenever you fall in love. First, you become too anxious on things, all right? When you're falling in love with somebody, you're anxious to do everything. You're anxious to talk to them. You're anxious to go on dates. You're anxious for people to see that you're with somebody that you really, really like. So you're on edge all the time, all right? You become that person that's trying to make sure everything is perfect because you want everything to go so smooth. The more perfect you try to make things, the less perfect those things are. And the reason why is because you're too anxious to do it that you're not paying attention to the little stuff. See, when you love a person, chances are she doesn't love you back the same. And I've explained that in videos. I've said, love is just you accepting the negative traits of someone else, all right? The things that your wife and girlfriend do to you, if another woman was to do to you, you're going to have a different type of reaction, period. So when you're married and you're in a relationship, love is just saying, I'm going to take all your negative traits and still care about you. When you're an anxious person, you're anxious to do everything, that means you're fully committed. Next, the center of your life is surrounded by somebody else, right? The way you walk, talk, breathe, move, what you're going to do today, you're making sure that it's okay with her. She's dictating where you want to go. You want to go to the park, she want to go to the mall. When you want to go to the mall, she want to go to the park. So you miss out on everything that you want to do because you've made her the center of your life. See, that's what beta males are doing when they fall in love. They ignore everybody around them, and their woman that they with become the brains, become the smarts. She may be dumber than him, but she's smarter than him because she has him controlled through infatuation and love. Once a man falls in love, people become blind and the person they in love with become their leader. You see too many guys that make the woman the leader because he's infatuated with them, and then they lose complete control of themselves. Next, you start to become very needy. When men get in relationships, right, and they start falling in love, you turn it into a different person. So now you don't even hang around your normal friends anymore. If you're in a relationship and she's controlling the relationship, you hang out with her friends' boyfriends. That's how that works. So as you start to lose all of your friends, now it's like you're not even comfortable calling your old friends up anymore. So now you're stuck talking to her. You're stuck learning about her and her friends' business, and you're stuck talking to her friends' boyfriends. You have to try to create a life with her and her inner circle, and you lose complete contact with your inner circle. So now you become needy to her. So now it's like, man, I can't go hang out with my old friends. All right, I got to go spend more time with her. I got to talk more with her. I got to do what she want to do, because now you're just needy for her because you have no other place to go to release your brain. Next, you become more domestic. All right? This is where you start getting angry. And the reason why a lot of you guys become more domestic in the relationships when you decided to fall in love and worship that woman is because over time, the more nice guy things, the more things you try to do, the more romantic you try to be, this perfect guy you try to be, you start noticing that she's not changing and she's not appreciating any of it. So now you start growing resentment. So now you have a tendency to argue. Let's say you was worshiping her. Y'all done got married. You done been in the marriage. You're not getting sex like that. Now y'all got stress. You got house. You got kids. Now y'all just ain't even happy being around each other because she was with you for the sense of security and you was with her because you loved her because she looked too good. So now the honeymoon has played off. Even if you're not married or even if you're in a long-term relationship. When that honeymoon wear off and you realize you've been wasting your whole time trying to treat her good and she does nothing but dog you out, then you become domestic. You become angry. You become the guy that wants to argue all the time. Now you don't even like being around her. And when you start getting like that, that's only two things that happen. She don't look good no more and her attitude stinks. That's what happens when you fall in love and you've been with a woman too long and she starts to deteriorate. What you like her for is not there anymore. And you start to become angry. Next, you overanalyze everything. Overanalyze everything. When you in love with a person, she could text you okay. You take that to a whole different demeanor. Everything that happens, you take a small situation and blow it up because you're expecting more out of her. But she's still doing the same thing. See, when a person falls in love, they feel like the nicer you are to the person you love, the more they're supposed to appreciate it and treat it back. But the complete opposite happens. The more you worship them, the more they just become adjusted to you doing that. And then when you don't do it, they get mad that you stop doing it. That's all that's going to happen. And when that happens, that's typically because you have analyzed everything and your analyzation has came back wrong. Stop overanalyzing. Life isn't going to turn out perfect the way that they want it to be. And when you get out that relationship, you're going to realize you spent too much time trying to analyze to make a perfect relationship that still came to a doom. Next, you put up with too much BS. When you're in love, like I said, you accept the negativity of that person. So she's going to continue to make mistakes. She's going to continue to cause you to be disappointed. It may not even be with you. It may be with her friends. It may be with your family. It may be with things around you. But one thing is, while you're in that relationship, you didn't cause no harm to her as much harm as she caused to you. She the one dragging you through all the trouble. You just the one forgiving her. And when you get out the relationship and you look back at all the nonsense that you forgave her for, you know what you're going to say? Man, I should have left her a long time ago. Next, you follow your heart instead of your head. That's what a lot of guys realize when the relationship is over and the smoke is cleared and after you done took that red pill. You're going to realize is that you followed your heart instead of your instincts, right? Your instincts told you not to do certain things in relationships. Your instinct told you maybe I shouldn't marry her. Maybe I shouldn't be in a relationship. Your instinct told you at some point of that relationship, this is not a good woman. But you know what kept you there? Everybody go through relationship problems, man. Yeah, everybody going through it. When I talk to my friend, he having a problem with his girl. I'll talk to my buddy, he having a problem with his girl. Every man's having a problem with their girl. This is just something that happens, right? Because all of y'all are in love. When you're in love, you're following your heart, even though your brain's telling you the truth. That's why when a lot of you guys get out of relationships and you get back connected with your brain, you get over the situation faster because you notice your instincts were telling you the truth the entire time. And this is why when you fall in love, love turns you into a person that you don't like because you look back at your old self and you get mad at how dumb you were. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you liked the video. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, that notifications button. And if you want to, go ahead and donate to the channel. When it comes to videos like this, you guys may be getting a little bit of ads, but these videos don't really pay that much. I do this out of love.
I introduce you to Anthony Spade. It's a new day, men gotta wake up. Can't stay stuck when you're down on your luck. The game fucked up, but the world don't care. In the lockdown, there's a change in the air. Now they got a mask that they force you to wear. Everybody's scared, but they hoping for prayers. Stuck in the house, hibernating like a bear, stressed out from the kids about to pull out your hair. When the game changes, man, you gotta change with it. Can't wait for it, so you gotta go get it. It's money out there, but you really don't see it. Without a dream pass, man, you ain't going near it. It's easier to talk than it is to walk. Got the heart of a tiger with the eye of a hawk, looking down at the flock that be hugging the block.